Today you join me at the famous Sandhurst. That's right, I'm at Sandhurst and it's a Swimbooker social. Now, new to their platform and somewhere that you can book. So yeah, really excited to say the least. I'm here for the next 3 nights. You join me with tea next to me and various other people around the lake. There's some absolute monsters that live in here and historical background about the place. This is in the heart of Yateley and it is, yeah, just dearly something special. So Bosh, there it is, rods on the dance floor. You're probably thinking, Ben, why have you got your tips up like that? But I am fishing backlegs. First time I've come up here in every time I come up here prior, probably fished it the last maybe 10 years, 6 years, 7 years maybe, something like that. Every single time you've been up here and it's a struggle to find a spot. You do always find them, but they're little small spots. It's chalk and cheese this time. It's clear as a daisy out there. I've brung it the whole way back in. They've added dye into the water. And I think they've also been cutting it back as well, the weed, which has probably done this place a world of good. One for fish safety, but also growths as well. Try and pull them off them naturals. But rods are out, so if I get this right now, so you've got a little mushroom tree there. I've got PVA bag to the left of it and one on it. Right hand rod, I see a lot of fizzing. You know, underarm flick. Still odd little bits coming up down there now. Obviously, haven't put any bait out. I'm fishing that on a single and a bag. This is just on a bag, underarm flick, as you probably see in the video. But time to sit back now, watch it for a couple of hours and just digest what's going on. But what a lovely peg, mate. Look at it. All fenced off, hot fences all the way round. Unfortunately, you can't drive around unless you are disabled, I've heard, which I think is brilliant because, you know, we're all for people with additional needs and we love to support that here at Parker Baits, and they certainly do that here at Sandhurst as well. So if you are disabled, make sure you check with the bailiffs, but you are allowed to drive around. Wrap sticks there, tea next door. There's my bivvy there, my new bivvy, my mate Brad sorted me out with because I had a bit of a predicament with my one, my Frontier. I snapped it. So, yeah, and also from a social perspective, you've got that little runway there, you can get to the peg next door. Not so like the next door, but yeah, spod rod there, that can stay firmly against them trees for now. But yeah, buzzing for the next few nights, mate, and I tell you what, it's going to be scary if one of them buckles round and he pulls a rod in. Yeah, I'm going to be looking forward to that, baby. Come on the car, come on the Parker Baits. Come on, the absolute fat Nossapigs. Get up. What you got there, T-Bone?
I've got these banging little garlic-infused.
Look at them. Oh,
little cheapy.
Lovely jubbly, mate. What are they? Got garlic and herb Kievs. One of them looks like a stingray. And then we got fresh white baps over there as well. So, yeah. Dinner with a view. All we need now is an absolute Nossapig. Here he is, Gordon Ramsay's cousin. Cutting the Kiev. In your brand new pan. There you go, so it's going in a bap. And like I said, dinner with a view. This is my view and has been my view since about 1 o'clock in the morning. It's been absolutely peeing it down. Quite an uneventful night from what I'm sort of know across the board. We'll have to have a look at the WhatsApp group in a minute. I said, would you look at that? Woo! That is on me, boy. That is on me, boy. Just gone 11 o'clock and it has finally stopped raining. We can get a gauge of just how bad the weather has been. Everything is absolutely soaked, including my towel on top. A few puddles there, but nothing to worry about. Glad I set the bivvy up here. There's a little bit of a flow coming through, but I am very, very, very reluctant to touch them rods. I want to leave them. I want to leave them till the barbecue. I think that is the plan of action. I've really given them a chance to just do their thing on the bottom. I don't want to smash it apart. Nobody around this area, from what I know this morning's been playing about or spomming or anything, so
I'm going to keep it that way and just keep my rods and keep my eyes locked in. That's all I can do. Your person now getting up across the pond and stuff. I haven't seen tea this morning yet, I'm already up from that. And if I come down this end, there's a chop coming down, but obviously it's flat calm. It's obviously coming through. So glad I went for a middle section, and look at that. I was looking down here thinking, what's that froth? And that's what it is, an oxygenator down there, look. There it is, the mighty Sandhurst. What a place, what a venue. And some proper carp in this one. And that wind is doing exactly what we thought it was gonna do, boy.
And that's how we do. The hottest coals in the game, baby. Right, wow, that is a lovely barbecue we had there. Went a little bit AWOL at the beginning, trying to get the thing started, but it is very, very miserable here. The great thing here at Sandhurst is like a area where you can congregate in shelter as well, which is exactly what we've been doing. Had a little barbecue, had a bit of a social. Now people are starting to sort of flick back to their pegs. So 2 nights ahead of us, exciting times. And I'm definitely full now, so yeah, it's going to be interesting to see what tonight brings. I'm going to stick on the same spots, put that bait out, just a little bit more over the top, not much, a couple of spoms. The only thing I think I'm going to do different tonight is maybe just top up throughout the night, just a couple of spoms. Sometimes that little bit of fresh bait going down on the spot can help. So that's the plan of action, that's the update for now. I don't even know what the time is, but I'm smiling from ear to ear. It's lovely to be out, not only at Sandhurst, but on another Swimbooker social. Right, wow, that light is dramatically decreasing now, but the rods are out. I don't want to bore you, I mean, you've seen it all before, getting them rods out, and obviously I haven't gone into rigs yet, but hopefully I'll catch a fish either tonight or over the next couple of hours, or first thing in the morning. I can actually go over the rig, of actually the rig that I've caught a fish on would be nice, that'd be the ultimate. But yeah, the rods are out, I'm happy, to be fair. The middle and the left-hand rod went absolutely out of dream. Right hand rod, obviously I'm fishing on its own on a single PVA bag just over to my right. So what I did is just flicked it out, got the drop on it, clipped it up, 1 more cast or 2 casts, yeah, happy with that, pulled it back clear, obviously then made the rig, put a new rig on. One thing worth pointing out, every single one of my hook points was blown when I brung them back in, because I haven't been recasting. That's just on the pullback. It's obviously that hard out there. It's not only made the lead, made some of the paint come off the lead, but it's also scarred them hooks. So it's definitely a food for thought when you are fishing here at Sandhurst. The last thing I want to do is come back from the barbecue, put them rods out and, well, be sat there on my bed chair thinking, you know, am I 100%? But now I've redone the rigs, I'm sat here 100% confident, so I can lock onto the water throughout the duration of this evening, and fingers crossed make it happen. Like I said, tomorrow I think we're going to touch base with Andy, go over and talk about Swimbooker and something very, very, very exciting coming. An exclusive product, something I've been working on for probably about 9.5 months now, something like that, and all will be revealed in this video, so stay tuned. But yeah, for now, Gab's in front of me, T's in front of me. It was nice for Gab to pop down, and also T as well. T's been here anyway, but yeah, just nice to be fishing on the bank with good friends. So I'll see you in a bit, and fingers crossed very soon with an absolute nicer pig.
There's me all locked in my bivvy now. I can just about see outside, and it's looking good out there. I haven't really heard much really, but it's time for the next couple of hours. I've got a bit of a cold, if I'm honest. I'm really wet and miserable. I'm struggling this session in regards to my cold, but rods are out. Happy with them, like I mentioned earlier. Time to sit back now, lock onto the water. Not going to eat this evening. Obviously had a burger and a sausage for lunch, that was nice. So just going to stay up for a couple more hours. I probably won't touch base with you when I go to bed, but hopefully before with a fish, or if not through the night with a fish. And we'll probably touch base in the morning. Come on, Carpies.
Getting that coffee on, boy.
Getting that coffee on, boy. How many you had then, mate?
Oh, mate, so far, massive 0.
Massive 0, yeah, massive, big fat 0. Nobody's had nothing. Very quiet night. I had a line on my left-hand rod. About 1 o'clock, got really excited, and that was it. So, yeah, the lake's just shut down, completely shut down, isn't it? And today's looking better, more consistent. You got the full moon coming in Thursday night, so we're 1 night too late for that. But there's some big fish coming up and down the country. The big fully's just come out of the manor. We're meant to be on that in a couple of weeks as well, which is a little bit like, yeah, fair play to Mr. Peck, but a little bit gutted. But yeah, coffee time. And no frickin' update.
We like a frothy coffee.
Right, well, you join me just down from the pegs, and this gentleman's left, and the gentleman up from that has left as well. So let's give quite a bit of water in between me and Andy, which I'm heading down to Andy now. We're going to have a chat about Swimbooker and that. A little bit exciting. Right, so you join me in Andy's peg. Mr. Swimbooker, mate, I'll shake your hand again. Privilege for sort of being here and enjoying another social together, but
Absolutely.
being on Sandhurst.
Absolutely.
What peg is this?
Swim 6,
Swim 6.
over in a corner, tucked away, little bit of a bay.
Yeah, it's lovely, isn't it? It's
Very
a lovely
carpy.
peg. Yeah, you know.
Very carpy. Sitting here on buckets. What could be more carpy?
Yately, here we come.
Exactly.
So it's been very, very hard up until this point. Not one fish has come out. It's just shut off, and it's been, yeah, not fishing easy whatsoever. So something that we haven't done before on the channel, but I thought it'd be really good to sort of go back to the true beginnings of how I know Swimbooker. I remember Alf coming down early stages, Andy's son, and what a true gentleman he is, and a very, very good family friend of mine. And he'd come down, he'd give the pitch, and me and Tom instantly fell in love with it. Sort of not only the vibe behind the family, but the whole concept of the app.
Sure.
And it was like, this is something that we need to be a part of, and my God, am I glad that we did in sort of our working again 3 years on to this day. I mean, we've done socials in the past, and just great relationships, and some laughs as well at the shows and stuff like that.
Absolutely.
For sure.
That's what it's all about. Right?
But yeah, to not only has Parker Baits evolved, but my God, has Swimbooker evolved as well, from a very sort of niche hand-picked, some at the early stages. It was a very small number of tickets up and down the country, or day tickets, should I say, as well, and also some private fisheries as well. And again, I'm sure we'll touch on that in a second. But to where it's come to today, and to be a part of it, it makes me smile as I say it. So, mate, like I said, thanks again for just being a part of it.
It's been our pleasure. When Alf met you guys, he's my son, so I do trust his judgment. No, he told me about what you guys were building, and obviously had a look around the factory and the ingredients, and your knowledge, obviously, on bait, which is outrageously impressive.
Bit obsessed.
And we've always said from day one when we were building Swimbooker that the whole concept is to make angling more accessible, and the best way to do that is to get like-minded people together. And we decided, it was a conscious decision from day one for us to work with companies that have that same mentality, that same morality within
100%.
the industry, you know. There's enough companies already out there doing great things.
100%.
And for us to bring other companies along with us is something...
And evolve together.
Evolve together,
Yes,
exactly that. And that's something that was a conscious decision for us to do. And Alf said to me after the first time of meeting you guys, you know, these are the kind of guys that, you know, we've been talking about, that we want to bring, be part of their journey, and for them to be part of ours. So it's just as much a privilege for us to have been part of your journey.
Much appreciated,
as you have with us.
Definitely the same vision, for sure. I totally agree with Andy in that respect. I think Alfie's got this outrageous vision, really, hasn't he? He wants to take over the world, and fair play to him, and as do we at Parker Baits, and that's why it was just like match made in heaven.
Absolutely. Couldn't agree
Here we
more.
go. So it would be rude not to now touch on the app. 3 key points that makes Swimbooker unique in what they're doing, and I think that's a massive thing to point out, so I'll put it on to you then, mate, and off you go.
I mean, for us, when we were putting this together, what we have done all the way along is to listen to fisheries, to see what they want, and also to listen to anglers, because they're the ones that are going to tell us how to build this.
Yeah, for sure.
And what we've found moving along is one of the things, obviously, using technology to make angling more accessible, but at the same time we don't want it to become too techie based.
For sure, I understand.
So the things that people do want to do, as we've found out as we've been moving along, is everybody wants to go see a lake, you know, before they fish it.
Yeah. So here it is, the Swimbooker app. I like to call it, for me particularly, the idiot-proof app. It's very simple to do things.
Idiot's guide to booking
Yeah,
fishing.
literally very simple. I'm a simple guy, mate, and this is perfect for me.
It's important that it is that way, right? Because otherwise, if it's too complex, people don't want to use it.
Oh, for sure. It needs to be simple. It's just going to click off and not do it.
So, 2 things that we've built, which I think are really important, are the fly-throughs and the virtual tours, as you can see on the home page when you open it up. So if we click on fly-throughs, you can see there all the fisheries,
including Sandhurst.
In fact, if we scroll down to Sandhurst and we open that up, you can see it takes us straight through to the YouTube channel link, which then will take you on
a full tour of the lake.
Full professional drone fly-through of the lake.
Love that.
Okay, so giving people a full overview, see what's on site, see how it's laid out.
It
means that when you as an angler, if you're fishing here, you haven't got to have people walking around, trying to see what the lake's like, because they can go and see it in the comfort of their own home through a professional drone fly-through.
And as you're seeing on the screen, doesn't that look good? You know, prior to getting to the lake, you can look what you're walking into. You're not walking in grey. You can understand what's going on, where the pegs are, and to a degree, how far you can fish and sort of your limits as well.
And then obviously we wanted to take it one step further.
Yeah, it doesn't stop there, mate, and this is where it gets truly interesting for me and something that grabbed me.
This is obviously an industry first as well, is our virtual tours. So
game changer.
Again, when I've got all the equipment to allow us to do full 360 virtual tours, just like you see on Google Maps. So again, you can open up the virtual tours, the icon there shows you all the different lakes. If we again scroll down to Sandhurst, we've gone too far. There we are, Sandhurst. We open that up. There's a few ways of viewing this. So you can do it as an overview, and you can do it swim by swim. Okay. Now, if you're now going swim to swim. You can do it through, that's it. So you can literally scroll around in a 360 view.
So like I was saying, you can sit there, Swimbooker taking it just that one step further, and you can actually pull out in your peg and go, you know what, that's a lovely weed bed in front of there. I'm going to fish a rod just off that when I turn up. So you can, like I said, you're truly not walking in grey at all. You can almost, well, you can walk out in your peg virtually.
In fact, if we do this, we're currently in swim 6, which is there at Sandhurst.
There it is, swim 6. Well, that looks familiar.
In fact, those 2 V's in the trees there are exactly where I'm
horizon markers, game changer. And also from a mate perspective, I know I go a lot with T. You know, if me and T had something going on up here, I can get screenshots then on the app. Obviously, put markers and go, right, this is exactly where I'm fishing. I'm fishing 10 wraps here to the overhanging tree, or whatever that may be. And what a great way of doing it.
If you click the little icon there on the side, that then allows you to then actually move around the phone to see the 360.
So you can actually see where you're going to put your bivvy.
Exactly. There's even the function, see the little mask, you click that, splits it in 2, put that into a virtual reality headset.
Oh my God.
And you can then sit in your own home and go walk around some of the most iconic lakes in the UK.
Unbelievable.
So yeah, I mean, for me, using technology to that advantage, having that as an advantage, because not a lot of lakes allow you to go walk around, but even if they do, it means you can do it from the comfort and warmth of your own home.
Wow. So there it is, a true insight then onto the virtual, but obviously the 360 as well, something that I use in my own angling prior to turning up to a lake, like I've just mentioned, and giving yourself an edge, and something that is a massive benefit to the Swimbooker platform. So that moves us now onto the next point. So catch reports. Everybody's wondering what's come out, how big it is, how many wraps. Now again, Swimbooker have got you covered with this particular platform. you can look at where the fish have been coming out, even down to the swim, and what fish and the weights.
Yeah.
So I'll let you touch on that a little bit more, Andy.
Yeah, again, I mean, even on the home page, if you scroll down past the fly-throughs and virtual tours, you've got your live catch reports.
Right.
So basically, as we're sitting here now, if somebody catches a fish in one of the Swimbooker lakes and they upload a catch report as we're sitting here,
right,
as soon as that's confirmed and authorised, it will come up as a live catch report. So again,
live as well.
What's today's date? Is it the 14th?
Oof, now you're asking.
So this was actually caught at 7 o'clock this morning at Cottington
Oh yeah,
Lakes.
there it is, live is
There's
live.
a mirror carp. We open it up, and as you can see on the screen, the angler, the carp, the weight,
£37 as well.
£37.
New pepper, so
the date, the time, the lake that it was caught on.
Tell me
and
that's not the
also-
conditions
and
as well.
also the bite conditions. So with the moon phase, the pressure, the wind speed, the wind direction, everything's there for you to see. And one of the great things of this that I think is certainly when you upload your own catch reports. You can then look back on that information and say, well, this particular fish come out on that day, in these weather conditions, under this moon phase, and you can see that for all fish that have been caught on all Swimbooker lakes.
Massive game changer. The days of pen and paper, I mean, I've got my little notepad to write things down.
Exactly.
No, you do not need to worry about that anymore.
Absolutely. And you can also do that by each individual lake. So if you open up a lake that you're going to visit, you can then look at that lake's individual catch reports and get all the information on those fish.
Unbelievable.
Where they were caught, what bait. If the angler has decided to put that information in, then it will tell you the bait that he caught it on, how many wraps out, what spots, where he caught it, what time, the temperature, etc. Which is, can be a massive bonus for everybody.
Happy days. So that brings me on to the third point, and that is the venues and obviously the lakes themselves.
Yeah, I mean, obviously now we've over 200 venues.
It's mad, isn't it? That's crazy.
And the great thing is, as we've built, as we've grown, we've increased the functionality of the platform to incorporate all the different types of lakes. So, like now, we're at Sandhurst on a lake exclusive. They allow lake exclusive bookings. So we've built the functionality for them to do that. Well, so whether it be a lake that you have to choose your swim before you go, or whether you just buy a watercraft ticket and then choose your swim when you turn up on the day.
The best of both worlds, depending on what venue you are.
Absolutely. We've now even built the functionality to cope with angling clubs, angling societies, memberships, syndicates. Actually, I don't think there's anything now that we can't cater for.
Oh, European stuff?
European,
as well?
France.
Oh, not just
Italy,
Europe
Spain,
as well.
Portugal, Thailand, venues.
Keeps coming.
Obviously, the more functionality we build, the easier we make it available. And then there's, for me, and for a lot of people, the icing on the cake for Swimbooker, and it was the rule from day one, was that the angler will never have to pay to use our platform in any way, shape or form, to be able to book their venues, to make sure that they're never disappointed on the day. You know, we've all done it. We've all done it. Turn up at the gate, waiting in the morning, running around with buckets. Be turned away, then phoning around other fisheries. With Swimbooker, that's gone, because even if it is a day ticket fishery where you still go and choose your swim, at least you're not going to be disappointed because you're guaranteed to swim because you bought your ticket in advance. And all of that, booking your fish in through Swimbooker for the angler will always be free.
This is a big one for me, and I'm sure Andy will agree. Fishing is expensive. You can bleep that bit out, Steve. It's so expensive when it comes to your food, your petrol, everything else. Your bait does become expensive, and the last thing you want is additional fees on top. Of course. I mean, personally, I can't afford it. You know, it's a big one for me. I'm on a budget. I know what I've got to spend each week, each month, and that is my budget. And whether it's a couple of quid, whatever that may be, you don't need it.
Absolutely.
So, what a way, and what a way to tick off, I would say, 3 massive key points to Swimbooker that puts them way above anything else going on in the world. It's just absolutely crazy and easy to use. And I know I keep saying it, I've brought it up twice now, that easiness is a big one for me. Something that's simple for not an idiot, but someone who's a little bit simple, I can go on, like myself, and just use the platform and not have any issues.
It's funny when we were talking about creating the technology, and obviously Alf being a technological wizard.
Oh, he's another level.
We always we still joke about it now, but the idea of building the platform was, okay, Alf, you build the platform, and if I can use it, it's fine.
Yeah, for sure. If I can use it, we're all good.
Yeah, that's kind of been the benchmark of how easy it has to be to use along our route and along our journey so far.
Yeah, love that. So there it is, a true little quick insight onto what Swimbooker's all about. But now is where it gets really spicy, because myself and Andy are going to touch on something that we've partnered up to as a family, and we are going to be releasing some limited edition products. But the only twist is you've got to be a Swimbooker Plus member, which we're going to touch on now, and the benefits of being a Swimbooker Plus member as well. So we've went over the platform in great depth there. Now I really want to push the fact that all this is free. Now if you just want to use the Swimbooker platform as a free platform and just book your swims, that's something you can totally do, mate.
Absolutely.
And there's no
cost, no fees, no charges. All you have to do is download the app on Android or Apple, or you can use the www.swimbooker.com website.
However, there is other things that you can do on the Swimbooker platform. Now that is Swimbooker Plus. If you want to take things a little bit further and join, I would say, a massive community you've got on there, mate, and where you can actually interact with people on there as well, which is me just touching on one of the things. I'm going to put it back onto you, Andy, and I'd love to know, and obviously for the viewers as well, the benefits of, why am I spending my money every month, and the benefits of Swimbooker Plus.
Yeah, Swimbooker Plus was something that came along organically, because what we found was that we anglers using our system love the ease of use, and what we found that they wanted that bit more. They wanted extra stuff, so we had the facility and the ability to start offering more.
For sure.
So we've created a monthly subscription. We was talking about it at one of the shows, and a guy said to me, and I use it now as my standard my standard explanation is the amount of things that you get for the cost of a packet of hooks.
Right, okay.
Okay, because
when you say it like that.
Because that's what it boils down to.
Yeah, for sure.
Now, what we have created within being in the industry and working with manufacturers and distributors and tackle shops and whatever, we've found that we can offer something direct to our Swimbooker community.
Right.
So we created Swimbooker Plus, and I'll run over a few of the benefits. So one of the things, by paying a small monthly subscription, you have access to our online store. Right. So within the app, there's a shop, an online store. You can then go online and get massive discounts, some not so massive, but discounts all around.
Discount as a general, I like the word.
Discounts, who doesn't like discounts?
Yeah.
But you can get discounts on all types of end tackle, bivvies, whatever, rods, pods, you name it. We've got access to pretty much everything throughout different tackle shops around the UK and whatever. We also have access to, and this is something I like, and I don't know anybody that wouldn't like it, we are now backed by Aviva, one of the largest...
Now this is massive, mate. Go on now, I'm really interested in this.
This is one of the largest insurance brokers in the UK, have given Swimbooker Plus, as a company, our own insurance policy for Swimbooker Plus members. And that basically means that from the time you leave your house, go fishing on the bank and get home again, so the whole time you're out of the house fishing, you're insured. Now you're insured for personal injury, accident, and all of your fishing gear's covered as well.
Which is a massive one.
Yeah, of course. It's value up to £1,000. Now, some people go, oh yeah, my rods are worth £1,000. But the truth of the matter is, no one's going to break more than one set of rods.
No.
While they're out fishing. For sure. Somebody drives over your bivvy. Most bivvies, you'll be able to replace it for £1,000. So it's going to cover most of any accidents or whatever may happen while you're on the bank. It's going to be covered under insurance policy.
Just to have that mind reassurance though, mate, even from my perspective, £1,000 better than £0, because if something was to happen on the bank, and let's be real,
as much as I don't like to say it, things do occur.
Of course.
They do
we've all
occur.
had it.
Yeah.
You know, we've all had it. I think we can all recall something that we've broken, lost, damaged
for sure,
while
for
we've
sure.
been out fishing. And as you said before, it's not a cheap sport.
No,
so,
it's not. No.
To be able to know that your gear's covered while you're on the bank, included in your monthly subscription, is a massive benefit.
Win-win-win. Yeah.
We have access to things like this, where we, as a company, have huge ability to book some of the most iconic venues in the UK. So we put together Swimbooker Plus socials. So people on Swimbooker Plus have the ability to come and join us on these iconic lakes around the UK.
What an opportunity that is.
Sometimes at discounted costs as well.
Yeah, for
sure. So that's great. And I mean, I've been talking to the guys here with us for these few days, and they've said, you know, one guy fishing over in the corner there's wanted to fish here for 30 years.
Unbelievable,
Wanted to fish
I
here
can
with
see
his
why
dad.
though.
Yeah, of course. Never managed, couldn't get on here. Never managed to get round to fishing it. And not only has he managed to fish it, he said it's been one of the best experiences of his life, because
I love that.
he's fishing with people that are all here for the same purpose,
for
the
sure.
same mentality, the same understanding.
The love of fishing.
All having a nice barbecue up there yesterday, and
it was
everybody's
lovely.
friendly. The community that we've built is incredible. So that's another benefit.
It's just running off the community then, so the interaction with other fellow anglers then on the platform.
Absolutely, that's part of the Swimbooker Plus.
So how does that work? So can I speak to people live on there? Can I message? How does that sort of work?
Yeah, we had
You do lives as well? Again, I saw you touch on that in a second.
We had a prototype built for angling communication, so basically social communication. And what we are building is a part of the platform whereby when you check into a lake, any other Swimbooker Plus members on that lake will then have their own internal communication channel through the app. So, you know, see, if you're on a Swimbooker lake, you see a guy fishing over there, you can have a look on there and
liaise potentially,
and you can communicate with him, which can help sometimes if you're in a bit of trouble, or you know, you've got a real special one and you're on your own and you want to that photograph taken.
For sure.
And
great is that?
you know that it's a Swimbooker Plus member. You know most of the time they're going to be happy to come around and give you a help. Another thing, again, that we've noticed within the industry and our beloved sport is the huge growth of giveaways.
There's
a lot of companies out there. We work very closely with UK Carp Tech. Great guys like yourselves. Really got that same kind of morality and ethics within their business.
Sticky baits is another one. Comes up a lot, doesn't it, on the thing?
Yeah, sticky baits.
Massive.
Again, that's part of the perks.
Massive company, ginormous company, back in the likes of Swimbooker. It's brilliant. And good friends of ours. Tom, massive shout out to you.
Yeah, sticky baits, incredible. They sponsor our company, if you like, for a catch of the month competition.
It's amazing.
So when everybody uploads all these lovely, wonderful pictures, they get £600 for sticky baits.
It's a lot of money. A lot of bait.
So, and what a great bait it is. Sorry.
Fishing. No, totally, mate.
It is a great bait. You know, whatever way you want to look at it.
Massive respect.
But then every Wednesday, myself and AJ Spooner, we go live on Facebook and we do our giveaways. We give away some great stuff. We make some people really happy.
Funny watch as well. I'm not going to lie. There's some jokes thrown around in there. It's very light-hearted.
Of course.
And then anybody can join as well. So you know, people watching this today might think, you know what? When do you primarily do it?
Wednesday, or as we call it, Wednesday.
There you go.
Every Wednesday at 7 p.m. on the Facebook Swimbooker Plus page. That's free to join. You know, come and have a look, see what we do, see the kind of stuff that we give away. We do try to keep it light-hearted and fun. We believe that's what it should be.
So there you go. If you want a bit of entertainment on a Wednesday night, come over to the Swimbooker Facebook page and join.
Swimbooker Plus Facebook.
Sorry, Swimbooker Plus. And work off the back of that. So,
and then the final perk for Swimbooker Plus is obviously the perks. So again, we work with manufacturers and distributors, and we're creating bespoke, tailor-made products that are only available through Swimbooker Plus.
Yeah.
Which I think leads very nicely into the reason we're sat here on these buckets, I guess.
Certainly does. Now, a smile from ear to ear. Something that I've sort of been in the back of Andy's ear over the duration of the last God knows how many months, sort of saying, yeah, they're saying in the pipeline, but I've been very reluctant to say what I've been working with. I love the garlic as a general. I mean, loads of people use it in their angling. It's a great product. But then when you can then integrate that into the flat spot's good anyway, but to have an infused garlic flat spot is a game changer, has done me bites, I'm not going to lie. And also our new Wafters are blue, something completely different.
Swimbooker
completely, then it really is. We've nailed it. Theo's nailed it. It's
Absolutely
like, it's
nailed it.
perfect. So here they are on the screen. These beautiful, sexy little Wafters of goodness. That's the only way of putting it across. They are, just something very different. And again, so how, sort of moves us on to the next thing, how do you get your hands on these? Now, maybe you're watching this and you're already a Swimbooker Plus member. Now, in that case, what we are going to do is just put a link in this description of this video, and that will give you access to these products. Can you buy it on the Parker Bait store? It's not something you can buy on our online website unless you are a Swimbooker Plus member. That's something completely niche. If I'm honest, it was something that we were going to use and drop as our own product, but being that we're so close to Swimbooker, my relationship with Alfie, obviously Andy, it's something that I wanted to pull together with, and I'm not going to say game-changing product. Everybody says game-changing product, but something that I feel could potentially break the internet. I think it's something very special, mate.
Yeah, me too. I think what you've done there, I mean, you educated me even more on the benefits of garlic.
For sure.
And I know the benefits of garlic, but when we were talking the other day
about argillus and
absolutely, you know, clearing it of
parasites
and stuff. Aiding its digestive system, etc. You know, it's a natural attraction for carp. So being able to put that into a bait, creating a very unique colour.
Oh man, unique is a bit of an understatement. And like you said, it's just a crazy colour. Like
there's one out there now in those waters.
So mine. It's out.
I'm convinced that if anyone's going to go off, it's going to be on one of those beautiful blue Wafters. I really am. And to be able to have that available to us as an exclusive product is it's incredible.
Yeah, no, there you go. So the word is out. This will actually be something that's live very, very soon, if not live now. And what I'll do is also put in the description down below a link you can go over and check out and see if this product is live. But yeah, very exciting times. And I know a lot of the hardcore Parker Bait supporters that tune in every Sunday 7:30 will be watching this. And all I can say is, if you're not a Swimbooker Plus member, you know what you need to do. Absolutely. You've all got your phones in your hands right now.
Cost of a packet of hooks.
Off you go. So, Andy, I think we'll finish it off at that, mate. Absolutely. It's been a privilege again.
As always.
Yeah, thank you, mate.
And we
seriously,
look forward to catching some of those nosser
Yeah, hopefully a few decent nossers. I mean, there's a little. I'm thinking of maybe a move after this clip. I'm not sure yet.
Because it's seen fishing myself.
Didn't want to say that. But I think we're going to have a nice chilled evening the rest of this evening.
For sure.
Maybe get a takeaway later as well. But yeah, hopefully you've enjoyed that. But I think it needed a proper piece. Although this was a very long piece in this particular video, I think Swimbooker, it's not something we really went into the nitty-gritty bits, the in-depth bits of Swimbooker, and it needed to be said. I needed to get it off my chest, and I know Andy certainly did as well. So thanks very much for watching that particular bit. But yeah, I'm going to move on and probably touch base here when I'm back up with tea, back in the peg. Happy days. So Bosh, there it is.
all 36 pound 8 of her. It's been a real hard session here on Sandhurst, but another Swimbooker, social complete. I'm smiling from ear to ear. Hope everybody's had a good time. I certainly have, even though the fishing's been rather hard. But yeah, Parker Bait's doing it again. Thank you very much, Sandhurst. And thank you very much, Swimbooker, baby. Yes! Wow. Have some of that. All 36 pound 8 of her. A beautiful, beautiful Sandhurst fish. Yeah, I'm over the moon, mate. It's been hard over the last couple of days, but on this beautiful Swimbooker social, being with good friends and catching one decent one, it sort of made it for me. So yeah, smiling from ear to ear, and the Parker Bait's doing it again. Yes. So there it is, just a little piece of Sandhurst and just a little piece of what Swimbooker has to offer. Oh my god, beautiful, beautiful Sandhurst lump, or Nosser pig as we call them here at the Parker Bait. Yes! So will you be joining us at the Winter Carp Show? It's going to be bigger and better than ever before. So obviously Parker Baits will be attending and bringing the freshest bait in the game. Obviously we're going to be bringing some limited edition products and a normal range as well. So whether that be boilies, magic dust, flat spot, you name it, we're going to be bringing it to the Winter Carp Show. But not just Parker Baits at the Winter Carp Show, there is going to be various other brands. Some of the biggest brands in the game will be attending this particular show. So you're probably all wondering, what are the dates? So it's the 30th of November and obviously the 1st of December as well. So tickets are available now, and what we'll do is to make your life even easier, they're in the description, there's a link in the bottom of this video. So head over, grab your tickets, and when you turn up at the Winter Carp Show, make sure you beeline over to the Parker Baits stand and get your hands on the freshest bait in the game. Come see the Parker Baits, baby! Woo!